Hi Capricorn, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chandler, and this is your intuitive energy reading for this week. If you guys are new to my channel, I do provide general messages for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Capricorns. Did I say Virgo? I feel like I might have said Virgo. I'm in Capricorn, you guys. It's been a long day. Yes, I am in your energy, Capricorn, and I really have a lot of intuitive messages to deliver you guys, but of course these messages are general. I'm not currently offering personal readings, and of course, as you guys know, you can switch up or reverse the roles. Energy is fluid, and so play around with the characteristics to serve your storyline if need be. But Capricorn, okay, so you guys, it's been a tough time for everybody. I will say that first and foremost. A lot of things are crumbling, a lot of things are going away, a lot of things are really dematerializing, okay, in your world. It may feel just like there's loose ends everywhere, and nothing is completely solidified, which could be bothering you a little bit. I do feel quite a transitional or transformative energy that you're undergoing, but needless to say, I think you're handling it really well. I think that with this Aries energy, you've probably been served quite a bit of self-accountability, a lot of self-reliance, and motivation, okay, really deep motivation, right, to keep going and to do what you need to do. But then I think, the new moon coming up for earth signs may be a little bit more demanding. But until then, okay, you're going to be working on a few things that really help stabilize your mind and your heart. Until then, very transitional energy for sure. And the specific group that I tuned into today had a very passionate love on their mind. I know that probably won't fit everyone's bill this week, but the ones that came through were very strongly about romance, about love, and about a very significant partner in their life. And so this may be the catalyst that's bringing a lot of transitional energy your way. Or you could be realizing some significant things. As this is a very transformative time, you could be finding this person enthralling and becoming more devoted to them, and just really loving the feelings that you're getting in that area of your life. They are almost acting as a stability against many other forces that could be movable right now, many other forces that could be feeling unsettled. You do have someone, okay, in other words, you do have someone that is sort of pulling this love out of you. It's an appreciation, it's a devotion, but then it's also a recognition, like you may just be seeing this person again for the first time. It's really an interesting energy that I'm getting for some of you. But then again, this transitional energy is still very potent in your life. Speaking of not speaking eloquently, Mercury is going shadow. Okay, it's already been going shadow, and it's about to go retrograde. Okay, so as we go into Scorpio season, which we're nearing the end of Libra season, this is where, things get a little messy. Maybe in the first few weeks of November, we're going to feel a lot more of that transitional energy that we all love, right? Yeah, okay, and toward the end of November actually is where we get a little bit more of that sweet spot energy. So hang on, hold on tight, keep on with these aspirations and this loving energy, because I think it's really acting as a grounding agent. It's really acting as a rooting element in your life where other things may feel very chaotic. So we're going to dive into that a little bit more, Capricorn. Hopefully that resonated with some of you. Afterwards, if you find this reading resonates, we can go over to Vimeo and clarify even further. If this does resonate, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I do post weekly for you guys. I go on an intuitive basis, so when I have a message, I deliver it. Okay, my readings are not time-stamped. They are intuitive, so you guys could get a reading a week, or you could get 2 readings a week if you guys need me. Okay, so I listen for you, and I deliver their messages when there is one. Let's see, Capricorn. what you guys are working with. I actually feel like it's a really, really good energy. I will be honest. I think it's very passionate. I feel like it's very sexual. It's very indulgent. Okay, and indulgent is not the worst thing in the world. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Sometimes we need a little bit of indulgence, right? Soul time. Okay, number 4, 40, boiling down to a number 4. Sorry about that glare, you guys. Soul time. Okay, so this is definitely a transitional energy. You're going within about this. You could also, like I said, being recognizing a familiar face. Like this is somebody who's a part of your soul tribe. They may be a significant person in your life, and you have really deep feelings for this person. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that, while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So I know that during this transitional energy and all the logistics of Libra season, want to really get our minds sort of entangled in that very like corporeal, limited, physical essence of what is possible, what is realistic, what I can do about this, or what I have in my power. But I think actually this is maybe asking you to go even deeper than that and really focus on a soul level, what is happening within you. Now, I feel like that is going to be really beneficial for some of you, just to take time to recognize how you feel. If it's difficult, maybe the logistics are very consuming at this time. Because there is a very distinctive feeling, and it is soul level. And when we connect to our soul, we are truly connecting with spirit. We are truly connecting with universe and what it wants, or what is ultimately best for us, that we may not actually be able to conceptually understand. And our soul is our child self as well. Okay, so outside of the logistics and the responsibilities and being self-accountable, Capricorn, as you guys so efficiently are, I would say to maybe relax a little bit about how you feel about something. Maybe not put limitations on it. Maybe just instead go with the flow and take a little time out to listen. On the bottom of the deck, we have another number 4. So this is truly about establishing something. This may be you trying to create a habit. This may be you realizing, okay, a certain pattern of your own. When we have magic, it's clearly some amount of magic going on in your life coming from a soul level. The situation may actually feel kind of magical. You know, the crumbling effect, the transformative effect may even feel magical, like it came out of nowhere, like you can't explain it. These feelings could feel quite magical, like you have the ability to make something or alchemize something from this. Pay attention to that, because this is very purpley spiritual energy coming from this card. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Okay, interesting. So what I'm hearing also is that this person may also be a reflection of yours, you know, like I said, with a soul family type of vibe. I'm actually getting that this is a familiar face. They could share a soul tribe. They could be a sort of recognizing essence here that sort of reflects back to you, okay, certain things about yourself. You know, they could be picking up on things within you that you weren't able to pinpoint, or you could be seeing things in them that make you feel something you didn't know you could feel. There's definitely some element of reflectivity there, familiar face there, soul level information there. Okay, this is the Personal Power deck by Deja Druitt. It gives you an affirmation to go off of for the week, and I really like this one. I have a higher purpose. Isn't that a beautiful card? It's kind of hard to see with the glare, huh? Now listen, this definitely speaks to people's perceptions. I do feel like whatever changes are happening in your life, it's much deeper. it's much deeper than the logistics. It's much deeper than what people think, or what their, I would say, initial assumptions would be about this person or about your love for them. There is something there about having a soul level, even biological, genetic even is kind of what I'm picking up. Lineage, okay, here. And it extends to your future as well, having soul time. Soul time is infinite, right? And when we're looking at the corporeal limited areas of our life, it doesn't really express this higher purpose or higher version of what you could be tapping into right now. This is also a number 5, so this purpose, it's being driven by a lot of changes in your life. So if you're experiencing a lot of profound foundational shifts, maybe even on a soul level or even on a physical level, this is so that you can find that higher purpose if you haven't quite tapped into it yet. This is, of course, the divinely feminine energy. I don't typically focus on relationships, but this is very clearly a relationship to me, so I'm going to be pulling a masculine card as well, to balance out that feminine energy. So the feminine is very tapped into the higher purpose here. The feminine is very aware and I would say just aware and maybe intuitively picking up on messages that have to do with this purpose. Okay, we have a masculine card here. Interesting. We should not fear an obsession for building a great free life. So it's funny that this card specifically would have the word obsession in it, because not many of these cards do, right? Not many of these cards actually address this very obsessive feeling. Now, I am feeling like whatever this love is could be very indulgent for the two of you. It could be very intoxicating. It could be very consuming, right? Which I think you both kind of have to be careful of. And maybe it's making one person, specifically the masculine, feel a little weary because they may already have issues in indulgence. They could, fear that they're getting too close to you, that they're coming off too intense with you, feminines. But the message clearly is that you should not fear obsessing over things that are ultimately going to be really good for you. Okay, so masculines, I think this has a lot to do with your freedom of expression, if I'm being honest. Fear of obsession can really limit you just from growing. If you back away from something that you know is right from you, then that's really counterproductive. There's just a healthier way to go about it maybe, so play along with the way you do express yourself. Play along with the way you do go about building this foundation with Capricorn if you're cross-watcher, because they too want to build a great and productive and healthy life while maintaining healthy boundaries. Okay, that's it. I really kind of feel like that's the ticket here. They are equally obsessed about you. I would like to say that with this energy, they are equally obsessed about you. But if you both are going through a significant transition, there definitely needs to be a healthy balance. There definitely needs to be a regimen set in place, because as everything's just sort of crumbling or expanding, it would be really easy to just go overboard. Okay, and so definitely keep an eye on that. We have a lot of Venusian and Plutonian energy happening right now, and it could very easily just expose a lot of unhealthy habits. Okay, so we really want to monitor that. It's just interesting. It really is interesting that I would get this indulgent awareness in your energy, just really indulgent love and indulgent pleasures, and just really wanting to indulge in things with you. And then this masculine would be like a fear of obsession. Okay, Capricorn. All right, so on that note, let's continue. I hope that this is making sense. Okay, it may not be resonating with everybody, but man, enjoy this, Capricorn. Enjoy this, Capricorn. Please show us the core energy for Capricorn this week. Okay, lots coming out. All right, let's look at this. Okay, Queen of Cups in reverse. Uh-oh, Capricorn, what is this? This is a queen who is unhappy. This is a queen who will overindulge. This is a queen who has no healthy boundaries, who will just let it all out at maybe wrong times, or, will emotionally abuse a situation just to sort of satisfy themselves in the moment. There is definitely that feeling here, okay? And not only that, but we have a lot of watery, intuitive energy. And so what I feel like here, Capricorn, is you really need to follow your intuition if you feel like things are just going a little too far. Death, 8 of Wheels, and the Moon. Whoa. Okay, so with this grouping, it definitely may be that you're involved with a water sign. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Also, the Moon represents Scorpio. We have 8 of Wheels in reverse. And then the Queen of Cups, which would, be a lot of water. It's a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion. And it's about secrecy. Okay, it's about endings. It's about unwise investments. Something that is coming to the light was really overboard, okay, maybe in this love for a time. This has to be figured out because there's something here that is just unhealthy and it needs to be transformed because it's not productive. It's not building up anything on a sturdy foundation. This is quite the opposite energy of what I was initially feeling. Okay, so someone is putting an end to this intoxicating energy in the relationship. 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and 8 of Swords. Wow. So what did I say about overindulgence, you guys? There's definitely an energy about addictions, about obsessions, about overindulgences, over going to extremes emotionally, subconsciously. What else could I say? Even with addictions such as like liquor, right? And just drinking habits, like someone doesn't have healthy boundaries there. And there's a real distinction here, okay, about how they use their time and energy. This 3 of Cups is a third-party situation, but I would say that if you don't already know that, then this probably isn't the fact for you. This is a very obvious situation here, okay, that I'm sensing. It was very, very clear, okay, to begin with, in the energy field of this person, that there's third-party situations. It's not healthy, very easily obsessive, very easily overindulgent, very easily captivating to the point that they may be missing a little bit of their higher purpose or disconnected from their soul time. This is quite literally the transitional energy of this death, okay? The death of this crumbling down, because nobody can sustain this in a healthy way. Nobody. Doesn't matter whether you're the most spiritually adept person on freaking earth. These are carnal desires. And with this 6 of Wands and 8 of Swords, this person succeeds at this addiction. This person succeeds at these overindulgence issues. They are released from it. And they feel a certain vigor of it, actually, afterwards. They feel a vigor, a vivaciousness. People are noticing it. People are realizing, wow, this person has a lot of willpower. This person has a lot of willpower. And I say that because the 6 of Wands is in front of a crowd. There's a lot of onlookers. There's a lot of people whispering about this. There's a lot of people who may oppose this opinion even. And this person is standing strong. Yeah. What I'm concerned about is this Queen of Cups. Capricorn, I don't feel like this is your energy. I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is a different energy. Let's keep going. Oh my God. Coming out so quickly. We have Page of Cups and 6 of Swords. Okay, interesting. So we have the Page of Cups and 6 of Swords, meaning that Well, the Six of Swords actually came out first. So this person is really soul seeking. This person's really trying to find peace, harmony, balance. But they're having a hard time leaving a situation because they don't quite know where they would go or what will happen if they leave. And then conversely, they're having a real difficult time fixing a situation that they're in. So there's a little bit of a conundrum happening. I say that because the Ace of Wands and the Empress in reverse come out, meaning that they have a lot of passion here for this feminine energy. They have a lot of passion here. I honestly feel like some of you could be leaving a relationship for another, because I don't feel like either of these energies are yours, Cap. Even if you are the feminine energy, you are, how should I say this? You're really undecided. Because you know either this situation has to come to an end because it's been very overindulgent or very unproductive or, just like not fair or whatever. This Ace of Wands and the Empress means that there's a real inability to grow here with this situation as it is. And the Empress knows it and she's upside down because of it. She has a lot of passion. This is that passion. This is that goody stuff. But this is not the situation for it. It's very interesting. I don't know who this is resonating with. So interesting enough, I think that this person wants to move forward. This person has a lot of passion for someone, but they're having a really difficult time transforming a situation and satisfying, all the people that are in it. That's why this Six of Wands would come up so publicly, because there's gonna be people who are not okay with this. There's gonna be people who are like, what? Okay, Cap, I'm just saying. There's gonna be people who are like, excuse me? That kind of energy. So, I really feel like it's not so clear what this person is going to do. It's not so clear what this person is going to do at this time. Okay, because there's definitely that destructive, transformative energy still going on in their life. And they have yet maybe to destroy some things for good. They're in a transitional energy too, and maybe this is you, Cap. You're not quite out of one scenario and you're not quite in another, and that's quite a pickle. But I do see that love, that passion, that fire. You're realizing it. And if you haven't realized it strongly enough yet, you will. You will. It's just that simple. There's just such love there. And it's not just an indulgent love. It's like real love. It's deep love. So I like this energy, but there's a lot of other stuff going on. Death and the moon would suggest secrets and not being able to truly build, not being very productive in that area, emotionally, subconsciously, intuitively. They kind of know this. But then again, it's this energy of wanting to find peace and trying to find it, where they're at. And then kind of slowly realizing this is their new beginning with this Empress. Okay, so take it as it flies. Empress energy is Libra, Taurus, Venusian energy. Queen of Cups, as we suggested, was Scorpio. We have a lot of Scorpio. Cancer, we have a lot of Cancer. Pisces energy. We also have the Page of Cups, which would be Piscean energy. Of apologies, reconciliation, kind of a romantic, sweet talker, poetic kind of feeling, but it's also immature. It's also really underdeveloped. And so that's where the struggle is coming in their previous relationship that's sort of like coming down, is that they're trying to recover it potentially, and they're just having a really difficult time. I would say it's a little bit of a loss anyways, because there's no peace. Even if they do recover it, something has happened. And it's going to be really difficult to recover it the way they would like. And then when they do decide to leave, it really is like people are not okay with it. It's very obvious, and a lot of people have stuff to say about it. Okay, this is a social group. This is a friend circle. But they're being spirit guided to do this, and they're proud of it, and they don't regret it, and they're going for it, like with vigor. So take that as it flies, Capricorn. We're not going to do a spirit animal because we're already over time. If you would like to follow me over to Vimeo, please do. This was a really fun reading. I'm going to go way more in depth on Vimeo, and I'd like to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Thanks again, Cap. Have a great week.